Good morning, my name is Susan Jane. I'm coming to you from Currumbin Creek and I'm called the Intuitist. Today I want to talk to you about a theory testing element, and I do a lot of theory testing. And why do I call it theory testing? It's because a lot of it I've read about and heard about, and I needed to test to see if it suited me. Not to see if it worked, but to see if it suited me. And so this theory testing that I'm doing is all about what suited me. So I tested it to see if it would work for me, and then I go from there. So that's what the theory testing is all about. Today's theory testing is about spiritual healing, or energy healing I used to call it. Now, at this particular stage when I was doing this one, I had already done a massage course, a remedial massage course, so I had a pretty good understanding of the physical body and where it was going compared to the layman. So I had a good understanding to that side of it, but I knew that there was obviously a lot more to it than just your physical body, a lot more to our bodies than just our physical side to it. I wanted to do a little bit more, and I was getting right into the energy healing. So I'd seen auras at that stage. I had, got an understanding of Reiki, and I had practiced that side of it, had a little bit of experience in that. So I knew that there was a lot more to it. I decided to do a bone therapy course. So I did bone therapy, and that's all about healing. It's very minimal touch on the physical body and more about the energy healing. So basically you engage a muscle, you give it a slight touch, and then you allow the vibration of it to heal. So put things back into place. So it's very vibrational. So vibrational work that was. But that sort of set me on the path again to a bit more healing, because it was so gentle. So I've gone from the very physical massage to a bone therapy, which was more of a gentle vibrational work. And I'd experienced Reiki too, which was all very energy healing, very vibrational. So I went a little bit further, and when I'd have clients in, especially new clients that weren't coming in for a massage, they were coming in more for a healing, I would ask them, or I always ask permission if I could do, whatever needed to be done, and usually that all came through. So allowing my intuition to guide me, I did what it told me to do. And that's when I did a lot of that energy and healing work. Now, has it worked for me? I'll tell you that story later on. But what it did for people on my bed, the clients that I had, was amazing. And there's so many. I can't tell you how many, and I can't recall the actual healings and different things like that. But I saw some really strange stuff. I'll let that plane go. I saw some really strange stuff, and that's why when I talk to you, I talk about time, space and open mind. You need to have an open mind. There's some weird stuff out there, and these are the different things I've experienced. So one of them was with the crystal healing. I was doing it over a lady's knee. Now, she didn't have any problems with her knee, and for some reason I was running over her body, and she went, "Oh my goodness, just stop there." And it was at her knee, and she said, the feeling she was getting from it was like pulsating. She said it's really, really cold, and then it went really warm. So she actually physically felt a difference from running the crystals over her in that aspect. But most of the time I would just use my hands and do the hands-on healing type thing. I didn't train in Reiki. I knew what Reiki was, I had that understanding, but I didn't officially train in Reiki. But when I'd heard how it works in the general aspect or sense to it, I realised I was already doing that anyway. So just following what my intuition was saying gave me the understanding, and I was doing that anyway. Something going a little bit crazy in the water. So yeah, energy healing, spiritual healing, vibrational healing. I've tested the theories on those, and they work really well. But again, they may not work on everybody. They will work on those who need to work them. Like a diet. A diet won't work on everybody. It will work on certain people because of their behaviours, because of their attitude, because of their beliefs. You've got to have the variety. Now, healings are exactly the same. You've got to have that variety. So don't be discerned if you go to one and you get nothing out of it. It doesn't mean they're all nonsense. It just means that one probably isn't for you. And often we get healings and we don't even realise that we're getting them. So I know with a lot of my spiritual friends, you do tend to give a lot away. One of the things I could tell when somebody was needing a healing is my hands used to go really, really blotchy. I remember going to the doctors because I was concerned. My hands were so blotchy, and but they would come and go. And I worked out that when I had the blotchy hands, I had the tingly feeling. Somebody around me needed a healing. And sure enough, the conversation would get back to it, and I would be doing healing work. Not long after, I noticed my blotchy hands. So that was my sign. My sign was like, somebody needs help, and it was indicated by these funny blotchy hands that started to tingle and sweat. And again, I'd ask, do you mind if I just do this because my hands are telling me to do it? So yeah, testing the theory, spiritual healing does work, vibrational healing, it's a matter of horses for courses, finding the right one, finding the person that you resonate with, and going for it and being open-minded. So this is Susan Jane. I'm going to sign off for this morning. Got a little bit of rubbish in here. We've had a few high tides, so this is sort of really collecting the rubbish, especially right near this opening here. I will say bye for now. Have a great day, and all the very best. Bye for now.